The Washington Redskins Stadium has officially asked the franchise to change its team name, which has been used since 1933. Native American leaders and other groups have protested the nickname for years and tried to win in court, but those efforts have failed. So, Shannon, will the name finally be changed?
Skip, I believe it will. I believe it's just a matter of time now, because now they're starting to hit Daniel Snyder where it would potentially hurt. And that's in his back pocket. Now, he can be stubborn and bullheaded and try to and dismiss. Who needs an extra $150 million in advertising? But, Skip, that's nothing to sneeze at. That gets people's undivided attention. And what Nike took down their merchandise, took it down off their website. As reported that 87 investment firms and shareholders worth a collective $620 billion, Nike, FedEx, and PepsiCo, said, look, they were asked that y'all need to terminate this because this is the only thing that's going to get his attention. And, Skip, I believe Daniel Snyder it will not be a better time than what's right now. He can do it now with no problem, because the people that want him to hold on to that name, they was like, you know what? Given the climate and where we are right now, we understand. That's so much pressure.
True.
Now, I get it. There were polls in the 90s that said the Native Americans weren't offended by this, but there was a poll
polls in the 2000s.
But here's one that just was conducted in February. 57% who strongly identify with being Native American and 67% who frequently engage in tribal cultural practices are deeply insulted by a caricature of the Native American culture.
Which could run deeper than just that nickname.
Exactly. Skip, you know what the problem is? You know why people don't want to give that nickname up? People that create something have a hard time being told not to use it. That's why people want to use the N-word, because they created it. Skip, do you think Native Americans ever called themselves Redskins? No. It's the people that invented the name that's holding on to it. They're not going around, hey, you this, you that, because they want to hold on to it. Daniel Snyder, they made it just like Preston Marshall. They said, okay, you want to move, you not moving until you put blacks on that football team. Guess what he did, Skip? He put Bobby Mitchell on the foot. I think Bobby passed away. Put him on the team. And all of a sudden, they started getting black players. Now, they've already told him you're not getting a new stadium until you change the name.
Remember, they drafted Ernie Davis. That was the first one where George Preston Marshall said, okay, I give in. I give up. It's 1962. He's the last one, last holdout for integration. Okay, I'll draft him, Ernie Davis. And he said, no, I will not play for you. Okay.
And so, Skip, I just think the thing is with this, Skip, I mean, you think about Nike. Nike is the official outfit of the NFL. You're looking at these big corporations, Skip. That's potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, if they pull, they're not going to be the only ones that pull out of this. And so Daniel Snyder's really not going to, I don't think he's going to have much of a choice. And I don't think the climate is any better than it's ever been for him to make that change. Skip, forget the climate. It's the right thing to do. Whatever happened to doing the right thing? Forget the climate. Forget the temperature of where we are in society at this current time. What about doing the right thing? Skip, I try to make it a habit that since I've been on the air with you, I don't refer to that last name. I say Washington. Skip, I don't need but one person to tell me something is offensive. I don't need 50,000. I don't need the whole popular demographic to say that's offensive. If one person says, you know what, Skip, I got a great relationship with a guy at CBS. He was on camera 3, Fred Shimizu. I used to call him Ichiro because he was Japanese. His sister's passed, and Ichiro in Japanese means firstborn. Well, his sister was the firstborn, and he came to me. He said, Shannon. He said, can you do me a favor? I said, what's that? Ichiro? He said, can you not refer to me as Ichiro anymore? I said, sure. He said, my sister passed, and she was the firstborn. No problem. Freddie. From that point on, Skip, all he needed to do was tell me. No, man, I've been calling you that all along, man. Why now? Still got a great relationship. Skip, they told you they don't like it. I don't care I don't care about 90. I don't care if it's 95% says it's okay. That 5% says no. Leave it alone.
Okay. Everything you just said, music to my ears. I have been campaigning for years for this nickname to go away. I will be honest with you, be completely transparent. I tried for a while in 2014 not to use it. It gets, during the football season, virtually impossible when you're on a sports